Good morning, Dubai. Happy Friday, and welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story this morning: the Michelin Guide winners of 2024 have been announced.
As well, residents can now suggest road and street names in Dubai.
And there might be carnage. We're going to talk about Abdu Razik, who has addressed the doubters, questioning his boxing abilities before the social knockout happening this weekend.
And then we're going to talk about sustainable steps. These high-quality shoes are a must for eco-conscious hikers.
Yes, they are. Later on in the show, we're super excited to welcome the founder of Yalla Give. We're going to get the story of the UAE's top charitable fundraising platform.
It's 271 days since the genocide began on October 7 in Gaza. The current death toll stands at 38,011. The number of injured people is 87,445, and 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
And in today's rapid weather report, it's hot, humid, and mostly sunny. Before we jump into our top story talking about the Michelin Guide, we put a question out on our Instagram threads yesterday asking, oh, it got 15,000 views. Great. What is your biggest expense in Dubai outside of renting car? Because obviously that's what takes up most of our cash. But outside of those things, where does most of your money go? And the answers were quite interesting and varied.
I honestly, for me, it's mostly self-care. Like I do my nails, I go Pilates, these things, because I don't know, I'm very picky with shopping. Very picky. I'm very annoying. Like when I'm gonna go shopping, I'm very annoying. I'll probably like go around like for like hours and hours until I pick like one shirt.
That's good.
What about you? What's your biggest expense?
Clothes. 100% clothes. And I look at like how much I spend on the gym and nails.
Okay.
It's probably similar each month, but I do like a yearly package at the gym, so I get it quite cheap. I don't do too much like. Maybe I should do more of the self-care extra stuff.
Maybe I should go shopping with you.
Yeah, no, I sit at home online.
Oh, okay.
I never go to the mall because I'm just like, it takes too much time and you just undressing and changing things. But I liked the responses that we got on our threads So Vikrik says his biggest expense is watches. And Alexandra says your biggest expense should be your wife.
Your wife. I mean, yeah, I agree with her. I agree. If you are married, your husband should spend most of his money on you. I agree.
Curricle says school and kids' activities. But so interesting, but you said self-care, so nails, Pilates. I said clothes. I'd love to get a male perspective.
Yeah.
If anyone watching, Ali K, where does most of your expenses go outside of home and rent? Food.
Oh yes,
yeah,
as well. Food.
Food is really expensive.
Food, yes.
Fair enough. Which actually brings us right into our next story, because it's not cheap, but it's absolutely delicious. The Michelin winners of 2024 have been announced. And the winners are. Last night, the city's top foodies came together for one of the biggest foodie events of the year, the Michelin Guide 2024. And this year, the guide has expanded to include a total of 106 restaurants.
Making headlines this year, one new restaurant in Dubai has received 2 Michelin stars, along with the award of 1 Michelin star to 4 other restaurants, as well as 6 new bib gourmands.
So without further ado, we want to give a massive shout out to the 4 restaurants. Look, we're going to try and keep this concise because it's a big list. So the 4 restaurants newly awarded 1 Michelin star are Le Dame de Pique, which is a French restaurant. Smoked Room, which is getting a lot of headlines this year. Its flagship restaurant is in Madrid, but it got a Michelin star in Dubai this year. And then, super excited for Orfali Bros, which is 3 Syrian brothers. Whenever, when Chef Dubai Phil, Eat Phil, Foodie Phil. You know that? The Netflix show about Dubai, he went to visit them, but also it's impossible to get a restaurant. They had previously been on the Bib Gourmand, which is kind of the more budget-friendly Michelin announcements, but they have made it to Michelin star, which is so amazing because it is a Dubai homegrown brand. So congratulations. And also Sagetsu by Tetsuya, which is a fusing French and Japanese culinary influences. They have also got 1 Michelin star this year.
It's exciting. I mean, honestly, I would love to go and try their food, really, because I love food. I think about food all the time. All the time. And I think my colleague Sandra can approve of that. Like, I can be sitting and working in the 5th. I just look at her and be like, I want to eat. When can we eat? So these are restaurants that I think I would really want to go try, and I'm very excited for them.
Well, as soon as this announcement happens, it's it was impossible to get a seat in Orfali Bros before this, so it's going to be even harder now. So if you want to get a seat, you're going to have to get your reservation in now for like 5 months' time, but that's okay. And then for 2 Michelin stars, so I'm going to say who has retained it. So basically the most recognized, highly awarded 2 Michelin stars in Dubai this year are retaining their 2 stars. We have Il Ristorante Nico, that's the Vulgari. Stay and also Trescent Studio kept its 2 stars. And the new Michelin star entry is Row on 45, which is Jason Atheron's restaurant in Grosvenor House.
I'm so excited, honestly, because I love all food and I'm not a picky eater. I eat everything. So I'm excited, and they got the Michelin star, so it's amazing. Just makes it a confirmation, like Farah, you're gonna have good food.
Would you take yourself to a multi-course tasting menu? It just has 22 guests, and it's on the 45th floor of the Grosvenor House. And the Michelin star inspectors were impressed by the marriage of French techniques with Japanese ingredients. Would that be your style?
Yeah. Wait, let me think. Do I have 22 friends? I do. I'll take.
You don't have to take 22. You can just take yourself and enjoy the experience.
I mean, honestly, at this point, like when my friends say that they can't go out, I go like, fine. And the next thing that they see on my Snapchat and Instagram stories is that I'm out without them. It's fine.
Farah is going to be dining across the city at Michelin star restaurants. It's a big night for food in Dubai. This is the 2nd year they have done the Michelin Guide here, and it's amazing to see homegrown restaurants getting recognized on a world stage. We're going to jump into our next story. We're talking about
So residents can now suggest road and street names in Dubai. Of course, that's if you're creative. So the Dubai Roads Naming Committee launched a new platform called the Street Designation Proposal, and it allows the public to propose names for roads and streets in Dubai, but they must fall under specific categories.
So please take note. The suggestions must fall under the following categories: Arabic and Islamic design, nature, names of birds, marine life, sustainability, ships, elements, archaeology, jewelry, horses, gemstones, and agriculture.
Most importantly, these suggestions need to reflect the Emirates' history, heritage, and values.
I love that they categorize this because if you gave people free reign, we are not mature enough to not name a street after ourselves. You would see the Casey Boulevard, the Downtown Fitzgerald Roadway.
That would be funny. Or actually, you know what? Farah would be a good name for them because Farah means happiness.
But does it fall under the category?
Yeah.
Happiness. You already have a happiness street. They've got a happiness street in Dubai.
But it's not called Farah.
You can name. That's interesting.
Yeah, I can be like,
Farah's going to get the Farah street.
Farah. But actually, so funny because I'm reading the comments. It's like they need a shawarma road. Like a shawarma.
Don't think food is in the category list.
That's funny.
They want suggestions that reflect the Emirates' history, heritage, and values. Please, did we get any of those in the comments?
We got a lot of things. They were saying someone's like, poor Google Maps, because Google Maps was going to have to keep up with the names. And it's like, imagine. And someone said that everything is L. L is technically the. So if I'm going to have a road called Farah, it's going to be El Farah, so the Farah, which is what I call myself.
This is a full circle moment on the Lovin Dubai show. I'm so glad we got there.
I mean, we didn't get a lot of, I'd say, suggestions, but someone said, my dear street.
My dear street.
Red light lane. What? You guys, you need to be creative. Get creative, you guys. What is this? You guys...
Yeah, so...
You can do better.
Do better than that one for sure. Because you remember the story of in the UK, they gave people the option and the highest number of votes for the ship was Boaty McBoatface.
Boaty McBoatface?
That was when the public were allowed to vote the name of the ship, and then the UK government were like, okay, we're not going to let this fly, and they named it something after a reigning monarch. So Boaty McBoatface did not fly, which is why the UAE very cleverly gave you some categories. But if you want to help Dubai street names, if you want to see the Farah, you can jump on. There's a website which is mentioned in the article and post that's on Lovin Dubai. Let's jump into our next story. We are talking about sustainable steps. These high quality shoes are a must for e-conscious hikers. So if you love hiking, if you love the outdoors, get your pair of Keen footwear today and step into a world of adventure and comfort. Today, we are so excited to announce that the brand Keen, known for its adventure-ready and ultra-comfort shoes, maybe you've already heard of them, you can now get them in Dubai on 6th Street.
How cool are these? Keen's unique toe protection, high-quality materials, and eco-friendly production processes make these shoes a top choice for those who love the outdoors and care about sustainability. And these shoes, by the way, you guys, are a need. Because here in Dubai, you guys, we love a good walk, right?
Yeah, we do.
I love walking. It's my favorite sport that I all the time do. And these, honestly, are beautiful. They're very good. And this is like bouncy. You can go like, tick, 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 like that. It's very easy for you guys to walk. It makes it. And by the way, I've tried the shoes, I think like a few months ago. And they're so light.
This is the thing, because once we had someone on the show to talk about them, then we kind of all tested them out. And for people who are more into eco-conscious shoes that are just kind of good for the outdoors. As you said, these have wings, so they're meant to be more comfortable for walking. And these also have got protection on the front. So I think what we're seeing is the trend in outdoor footwear kind of changing, and people are going more towards shoes where they know that the quality is high. True. They know that the products are sustainable, which is so important, and that's why these are getting so many headlines.
And as well, by the way, they protect your toes because, you know, like when you walk for so long and for like a very big miles, you can get like your toes can get really like, I don't know,
Squidge, 100%.
Which is really annoying, I would want to say. So these are really they protect your toes and they just make the whole sport very more pleasurable.
More pleasurable, for sure.
And better.
I went to, and don't forget them. So basically, if you're going traveling this summer and you're going walking, hiking, even if it's just like a lot of street walking, you know, if you're going to be pounding the pavement in a European city, for example. I went hiking a couple of months ago. I forgot to bring my Keen shoes and I just had like regular runners. And it was like a 4-hour hike and my toes were squidged at the end. So the fact that these have toe protection makes them a winner in my book. And also, they're kind of like changing the game in terms of style and design. So there's like a couple of different options and we only have a couple here, but I would recommend just going on to 6th Street, which is where you can get them, and checking out all of the cool designs because like these are pretty funky.
I mean, I can
for your summer shoe.
I can confirm that, you know, if you guys love walking and if you guys practice it as a sport, you know, you're at the kite beach and you're like, I don't know, even if you guys like, you know, want to run, want to do any kind of like sport, these are really essential.
Speaking of sport, this weekend is going to be huge. Social Knockout 3 is coming and Abdul Razak has a message for his haters.
So Abdul Razak addressed the doubters questioning his boxing abilities before the fight. Tomorrow night, as we all know, is the highly anticipated Social Knockout 3 fight. In the ring, you're going to see some familiar faces. Mo Vlogs, Shiro Amara, Abdul Razak, and Irali, and they are all going to be facing each other tomorrow.
Okay, so we are just before fight night, which is huge. You know, these are influencers that I think we're so used to seeing their names in Dubai, but these guys are huge around the world. They are going, as you can see, head to head in the boxing rings. They are practicing, they're putting their all into this. But Abdu had to go onto Instagram to share a message to the doubters, the people who believe he cannot do it. So there's a little bit of a recap that he's actually been a boxer for years. This is not his first rodeo. And he has a message for everyone doubting his abilities.
Well, he posted a video and captioned the video saying, I'm not disabled. I can get married, drive, I can box, and I am healthy, alhamdulillah. Please support me. He explains that he's not a disabled person and boxing actually made him healthier. Before moving to Dubai, he said he was 97 centimeters tall and he's currently 115 centimeters. And he says this is thanks to boxing that made his bones grow bigger.
Can we just take a moment? Because I do remember when Abdu first was coming to Dubai, we had him on our show in our old studio. I don't know if you remember when we were in JLT. And his demeanor was different.
Yeah.
I think he wasn't fluent in English at the time. And he's basically just a changed man. And for him to say he has grown, he's grown 18 centimeters, and he's a 20-year-old guy. He's grown 18 centimeters, and he's putting it down to his fitness regime, to his boxing. I think that's amazing. And in this video, he basically made an emotional appeal to parents. So he said, if there are children who have the same condition as him, he's basically said, look, parents, let your children take up sports like boxing. Give them the opportunities to chase their dreams like he got, and you will see a difference and a change in them.
By the way, it's not only about, like, of course, like, you know, his glow ever since he came to Dubai. I would like to call it the Dubai glow. However, the fact that he said, or he did not let the doubters and his height get in the way of him living a normal life. Because a lot of people, when they face a lot of disabilities, they either make the disability control them, or they actually control the disability.
Yeah,
which is, I would say, it's very essential for everyone. Because why are we bullying, or why are people doubting Abdul Razak? You know, even if he is on the shorter side, he still can do all of the things that normal people can do. He still, you know, his body, of course, you know, like functions the same way that a normal body does, or a body of like someone who is above 160 centimeters does. But I would say, like, I have a lot of respect for him and for the video, because like many other people can maybe not feel that motivated for that, but he actually came on the video to show people that, hey, I'm normal and I can do it and I'll do it.
So well said. He's come such a long way, and he just truly shows you that, you know, life is about mindset and anything is possible. We love these videos, but we had another video that was going viral in the sense of the word that it went viral to a small number of people, and we wanted to show you. So this viral box reveal of, what is that?
It's a very cool video that I saw. Well... Oh, we're gonna miss you, Ali.
It's Ali K's last day. You've seen him in studio before, and he's a big fan of these box reveals. Ali, do you have a second? Can you come in just so we can do a proper goodbye? You've seen him on the show before. He's worked with us for 2 years nearly, and he's going back to study. He's going to do his master's in the UK. But before he does that, he's going to give us a goodbye on the show.
It's gonna be. It's so sad. I mean, honestly, we're gonna miss him so much.
Ali K, Ali K, Ali K, Ali K, Ali K, the man behind the production of Lovin Dubai.
I mean, I don't know why. It's like, to me, it's very. It's odd. Oh, sorry, I think.
Did we?
Like, oh my god!
I think Natasha made this video.
Oh yeah, no Masa.
Masa made these videos.
And there's one more.
Okay, this is
reveal.
my favorite one.
Get emotional.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be your forehead.
Ali, where are you going to? Why are you leaving us?
Going to London, inshallah.
To do what?
Masters?
Masters.
Yeah.
Are you gonna come back here?
Yeah. Dubai is the future. Rich knows.
Have you not seen the videos of everyone moving to Dubai? Why London?
I think he wanted to live the experience of like, hey, right? He's still directing.
He's still directing. So, what will you miss most about The Office?
The shows, of course.
Aww.
Yeah.
Ali, a man, a few words.
Let me think. I did have something in mind. Honestly, this working here has been like one of the greatest years of my life. When I first came here, and this is for Rich also, when I first joined the company, like when in my interview, Rich asked me a set of questions, and I did not have an answer to any of them. My answer was no, but he still hired me anyway. And you know what? Like for me, it was like a win-win. Like it was perfect. Everything like worked to plan. So thank you, both of you.
Ali.
Thank you, Rich. Everyone behind
the scenes.
Here.
Thank you, Ali.
Thank you.
You've been such a great guy to work with. You can see everyone behind the screen, by the way. If you're watching on the show, we've got about like 10 of the team behind, I think. You've been such a great part of the team, and we'll miss you, but we wish you all the best.
Thank you, guys.
You know, we're all wearing white. How
Oh my
cute are
god!
we?
Oh yes, we are.
Thank you so much. We'll have cake later.
That's the plan.
Oh, cutie.
This week.
Okay, guys, we're going to go. Do you want to introduce it? Yeah, fine.
We'll be right back after this guest break. We have Nabil from Yalla Give.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is Nabil Boubkar, who is the founder of Yalla Give, the UAE's #1 fundraising platform, here to tell us how it came about. We are so excited to get the backstory of this inspiring platform. Welcome to the show. How are you doing, Nabil?
Yeah, great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Well, thank you again. And my first question is, I really would want to know, what inspired you to start Yalla Give?
Well, I didn't start it. So the founder is Abdullah Nouaimi. But the reason why it was founded is because there was a need, right? Back in 2019, there wasn't a fundraising platform such as Yalla Give, where charities can go onto it and basically allow people to donate to them directly, as well as create crowd fundraising for individuals, companies, and schools as well. So that was the main reason. And it was even more important during the pandemic because, we were founded in 2019 and then in 2020, the pandemic happened. So a lot of charities in the UAE were finding it very difficult to get out there to have events, gala events for fundraising. And sort of Yalla Give basically comes in and allows them to then donate on the platform directly.
How do you think, it's a short journey in the grand scheme of things, but how do you think it has changed since it began in 2019 to now?
It's changed in the sense that we've gotten a lot bigger, right? So the first few years is on a smaller scale. We had some things with Etisalat, for example, where we won some awards to allow us to, get funding. But now it's gone on a much larger scale. I mean, when you look at the charities that are on our platform, it's amazing. We have local charities, international charities. So we work directly with 1 Billion Meals, Emirates Red Crescent, Al Jalila Foundation. International charities, we work with UNICEF, Doctors Without Borders, and we've grown. So now we have over 100,000 members. We've raised over 80 million dirhams. We're looking to raise over $1 billion in the next 10 years or so. So it's been growing, the whole thing, the team, the fundraising, the initiatives. And what we're doing now is we're actually branching out and working with large multinational corporations. And even here in Dubai, for example, we're working with Dubai Marathon. So we're the fundraising partner of theirs for the past 2 years. And that allows people in the community to get engaged and involved on large-scale events as well.
Can I just ask quickly, to go from, so you're saying you've had donations of 80 million and the aim is to get to 1 billion. Who is driving this? Like, that's no easy mission. Like, how many people works with Yalla Give, and what is the drive and the passion that makes you want to achieve that number?
Yeah, so we're still a young team, still a small team. We're only around 20 people. But the way that we can do it is through our fundraisers and our charity partners, of course, and as well as the corporate. So if I just explained a little bit, we have charities that would use our website, that will sign up, they'll provide information on their profile, and then they'll create projects. And these projects need funding, right? So there are many different projects. And then we have fundraisers, individual fundraisers like yourselves or myself who can go on the website. But we also have companies, multinationals, as well as schools. And what helped us in the beginning was we were working very closely with 1 Billion Meals. Back in 2020, it wasn't 1 billion meals, it was 10 million meals, right? And then it became 100 million meals, and then it became 1 billion meals. And as the fundraising partner of them, we were able to raise awareness very quickly within the market so that people knew that Yalla Give is a fundraising platform that works with registered charities in the UAE who have the right permits in place, because that is always important for people using the website too. And the fundraisers themselves have been spectacular. I mean, the UAE is a melting pot, right, of cultures, nationalities, and the creativity of the fundraisers has been great. I mean, we've had people come in and break world records, Guinness World Records to fundraise. So we've had the longest spinning class. It went on for 30 hours. They asked me to participate, but I had to politely decline. We've had other things such as someone who went from Saudi across the UAE in 20 hours, another Guinness World Record. We've had people join marathons in gorilla outfits and different costumes.
Great.
One of my favorite was actually an individual named Evan. He's from the Republic of Ireland, and he drove his motorbike from Dubai all the way to the Republic of Ireland.
He used to work here.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Amazing.
I think so, Evan. Yeah.
Donegal. He's from Donegal,
Donegal,
Republic of Ireland.
yeah.
So he rode his motorbike all the way there, and it was amazing because throughout the process, he's on social media and he's, showing everyone who's watching where he's going, what he's doing. And people were able to sponsor a mile, and he was doing it for Emirates Red Crescent. So all of these things, for us, it's about the fundraiser, right? So the fundraiser takes front and center with the charity. And when you go on our socials and on our websites, we have a dedicated area called Fundraising Heroes. And you'll see, so many different stories of different people doing great things that are very inspiring.
Cool.
So I want to talk about the name Yalla Give. How did the name come about? Because we know that Yalla is urging people to give. So how did you guys come up with the name and come about?
It was just that, to be honest. It's very, very easy on the tongue, I think, Yalla Give. And everyone here in the Arab world and the Middle East knows what Yalla means. Whenever you want something to get done, you say, Yalla, get it done quickly. So it was about that. It's basically just, come on, let's get together and give for a good cause.
Those stories, I'm sure there's so much more information to each individual one. How does it work if I have a charity that's close to my heart and I want to fundraise through Yalla Give? Do you have restrictions on the charities, or how do I kick it off, for example?
Yeah, so we have a wide range of charities. So, what we're very proud of is we're sort of like a one-stop shop of charities as well in the UAE. So if someone doesn't know which charity they can donate to or fundraise for, they can come to our site and they'll be able to see, all the charities that are registered in the UAE. It has to be registered in the UAE. So we as Yalla Give, we have a presence outside as well, internationally. And there you'll find loads of international charities. It's a little bit easier to register. But here, you either have to be a local charity registered or in Dubai Humanitarian. Dubai Humanitarian is basically the regional hub for emergency relief here in the UAE. So they have to be registered there. If they're not, you can make a request to us and we can speak to the charity and at least inform them that we have people that are interested in supporting you. And would you be willing or interested to potentially come to the UAE? Because many charities internationally don't even know about that. They don't know that they can come to the UAE and register here. You know what I mean? So we support in that process as well.
Gotcha.
Can you share a story that is close to your heart?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I think there's one story on Yalla Give that's very close to our heart, or something that's inspiring, is a young boy named Max, and he raises funds every year for a charity based in Abu Dhabi. And what he does is basically, instead of receiving presents on his birthday, he creates a fundraising campaign on our website and asks all of his friends and family to donate to that instead. So every year he's raising money. He's a little kid, he started, I think, when he was only around 10 years old. Now I think he's 14. Every year he does that, and every year the sum of money is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's something inspiring for a little child, to use our platform for something really good. And it's very selfless, you know what I mean? Instead of getting loads of presents, he's doing it for the charities instead.
So lovely. I must ask though, people are cautious in general about fundraising and donation platforms in the UAE and the legalities that surround them. How does it work? How did you become legitimate, I guess? And is there anything that we need to be cautious about?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So we're founded in 2019 and we're registered in Dubai Humanitarian. It was formerly known as International Humanitarian City. So we have a license that allows us to fundraise with charities. Our founder, Abdullah Nuaimi, is actually used to work in the charity sector in the UAE for a long time. I also worked in the UAE with different charities as well in the past. And because of that, we had relationships, and he saw that there was an opportunity for Yalla Give. So we're registered in International Humanitarian City. All of the charities that come and register on our website have registrations in the UAE as well. And every single campaign that they create needs to have a permit number. So there is no campaign on our website without a permit number. And this is for Islamic affairs because they're the regulator here. So we ensure that we have all of the processes and procedures in place to follow that.
What is the biggest impact one has had to date?
The person I said who cycled from Saudi all the way to the UAE, he raised, I think, over 150,000 dirhams in a very short period of time. So that is one of the biggest impacts that we've had.
Is there any ever restrictions, or I think you've said kind of like the great fundraising initiatives that people have come to you with, but is there ever any restrictions, or is it kind of like no fundraiser is too wacky, no fundraiser is too wild. Like people, if you're watching today, like get creative. It's all for a good cause. If you can come up with something great, can they do it? For example, if Farah says tomorrow she wants to put on a Pokemon costume and run down Dubai Boulevard and she wants to get donations, is that fine?
As long as it's legal, I believe it's fine. As long as you're not breaking the law, I think it's fine. I mean, on the costume, we had someone, like I said, run a marathon, and he did a really creative campaign. So he said, I want to raise 30,000 dirhams. If I raise 5,000 dirhams, I'll run a marathon with the gloves of a gorilla. If I raise 15,000 dirhams, I'll put the full outfit except for the head. And if I raise the 30,000, I'll go for the full marathon with the whole gorilla outfit. And this isn't like one of those flimsy gorilla outfits. It's like a thick one, very heavy and hard. And quickly he raised more than 30,000 dirhams. So that's a creative way, where people see something fun and they want him to do that. So he raised the 30,000 and he ran the whole marathon with the gorilla outfit.
Love that.
What can volunteers do to help out?
We don't really work with volunteers too much unless it's something with Yalla Give. So, for example, like I said, we work with the Dubai Marathon. We have, during the Dubai Marathon, we're actually present there. So sometimes we as Yalla Give might need volunteers to support us there. But volunteers in general usually work with the charities, local charities more. And there are many things that they can do with the different charities on a day-to-day basis.
Before you leave us, I'm just thinking of one person in our office who can run marathons, and that's our boss / my brother, Rich.
Yes.
Okay. But I'm wondering if someone has let's say they're going to do something to fundraise, how do you know how they're managing to achieve this number? Because I'm thinking if I put something on my social, I might get 1,000 dirham. Is there any particular ways that they can amplify their message with you guys? Or otherwise?
100%. Yeah, that's really good, because what we do is we support the fundraisers, and we love it when they contact us and say, "Hey, we're doing a fundraising campaign. Can you help us?" So we on our socials, we're always supporting the fundraisers. Like I said, if you go on our website, you'll see fundraising heroes. So we call it fundraising heroes. They'll come. We'll have a video of them where they can give information about what they're doing, how they're raising funds, and we'll support them. And we'll even get the charity involved, so the charity will support as well. And then the individuals themselves, they have their community, they need to post it on their socials, their friends, their colleagues. And actually I have with me a medal that we also give out. So this is called the Yalla Give Fundraising Medal.
Nice.
It's a beautiful medal, and it's very coveted in the fundraising world. And these are actually for you. So
oh my God. No, we don't deserve it. We haven't done anything.
No, because there's 3 pillars when it comes to fundraising, right? There's the fundraising, and then there's the raising awareness and the creativity. And for you to give us the platform today to speak with your audience and promote Yalla Give, which is in turn, promoting the charities, right? You're raising awareness for us, so we're very happy about that and appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much. I feel undeserved holding this medal for sure, but I still appreciate it. Yalla Give, that's Nabil from Yalla Give. Thank you so much. Anyone watching and they want to get involved, they have more questions for you, how can they find you?
On our website, so www.yallagive.com, and then we're on all socials, so Instagram, Twitter, all over the place, and feel free to get in touch, and we love to hear your stories as well.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Farah. That brings us to the end of our show. We'll be back with you on Monday morning. Have a fabulous weekend. We'll see you then. Bye-bye. Yay! Thank you.